Hey everybody, Jeff Herring here, and welcome to the How You Profit Show. We have a very special show for you today because guess what? I'm my own guest in the Content Profit Feed. How about that? And the reason I'm my own guest in my profit feed or in the profit feed is I wanted to show you, as we say here in the South, that I eat my own cooking. Another way to say that is I don't just teach this, I do this. I teach this every day. I help folks just like you build out their own stuff, and I do this every day in my own business. So we're going to start with the core product and add a prequel product, even a lead magnet to that, a sequel, and a spin-off product. Now, interestingly enough, you are on the core product right now. The core product is the How You Profit Show. And I want to give you some context for this and why just chose to do it this way, because I want you to see that it can be done this way. All right. Now, come back with me to January of 22. All right. 3.5 years ago, right now. And I was playing around with some different ways to pivot and different ways to do some things. And I wrote this article called 21 Income Streams from One Article. 21 Income Streams from One Article. Now, you can see that. It's the most popular article over on my Substack at howuprofit.com. Howuprofit.com, and it's right up in the right-hand corner under most popular. All right. So what happened was that article, this was way back when it was on Medium. So when you see it on Substack, I republished that in I think last year sometime. I don't even remember when. But it was it was originally published in January of 22. And so that blew up. I started doing some different things with it. And something called the Content Profit Show began in August of 22 and ran up until really the beginning of this year. And it was a good show. We helped you take a piece of content, turn it into a product. Good show. Guess what? There's so much more we can do. And that's what we're doing here with the How You Profit Show, is going much deeper and taking a product or an idea and creating a 4 offer profit system: prequel, core, sequel, and spinoff product. Okay. So that said, you're on the core product, How You Profit Show. All right. So yesterday, I'm to be totally transparent, I'm waking up from a nap. Okay. And I'm thinking, all right, what's going to be the prequel product for the show we're doing tomorrow? And I was thinking a lot about flipping content like we do. And I thought, all right, let's pull from my old world when I was a counseling psychologist, and let's create something called the psychology of content flipping. All right. Now, side note, you don't have to have a psychology background like I do to do this. Okay. You can say the psychology of whatever your niche is or whatever a topic in your niche is, and it pulls people in because it implies, and you should deliver, that there's some secrets, some things to do that most people don't know about. So I thought, all right, let's create a 7 tips or a 7 reason um, piece of content about why you should flip your content. And so I did a little bit of work on that, and I thought, oh, wait a minute, let's do a smaller version. Okay, and that turned into the lead magnet. Hello, Juliana, just joined us. And it's called Content Flipping: 3 Reasons You Need to Start Today. And it's giving the folks 3 really powerful reasons to start flipping their content right away. And so that turned out to be the lead magnet. I usually don't create those on this show, but I wanted to do that for this one. And so lead magnet leads, and because it's already talking about 3 pieces of flipping information, the lead in to the prequel product, the small priced product. Hey, Marlene, um, is easy. Now, you like that? Okay, here's the psychology of content flipping. And so yesterday, as I created that prequel product, I've got the article, I've got a checklist, and I've got a workbook. Okay. That's a great combination for something like, 17 to $27. All right. Now, people between the lead magnet, hey, Cindy, between the lead magnet and then the prequel product, it makes it very easy to transition into an offer for the core product. Now that you've seen all this, read all this, how about, hopping on the How You Profit show, and we'll put you in the profit seat and we'll create this for you. This whole 4 offer profit system. Okay? Easy conversion, easy sell. Now, little side note here too, giving you a little bit extra. There are now 3 ways to do that profit seed. There's the starter, which has been kept very manageable and low investment for you, so everybody can get started. Um, and then there is the what is next? The advanced flip, and then the elite flip. Depending on where you are, you can get started with every one, and wherever you start, when you decide to go further with it, we'll apply whatever you invested in where you started into your next one. So it's a good deal all around. That's the core product. Now, sometimes when we're piecing these things together, sometimes when we're building these things, some of the products are already sitting around. And that's true here, right? Because my sequel product is the How You Profit Club. All righty. That's already started. We started in May or June, May, I think. This being July. And that's the club where you get all of these replays and a deeper dive into a case study. You get weekly profit prompts, which are, hey, Flora, which are custom GPTs that help you create content. Like one is all about creating profit ready content. You get quick quests, like we put one in Monday or yesterday. It's all blurs after a while, about just coming up with some titles for your prequel product. And we do trainings, we do Q&As, we do all kinds of cool things in there, because we want to take this whole notion of flipping your content, of moving away from the exhaustion trap of the content hamster wheel, and realizing that you've got content already that will pay you when you flipped it in to products like we're doing here. Okay, so that's all that happens in the How You Profit Club. Now, I wondered, okay, we've got that piece together. We got the lead magnet, we got the prequel, we got the core product, we got the sequel product. Purpose of a prequel product is to give people a taste, get them started, they're showing buying behavior, they become customers, and it easily flows into the core product. Okay. And then the purpose of the sequel product is, okay, you're in the core product, or you've done the core product. All right. What what's next? How do I go further with this? Right. And so that's what the sequel product is all about. So, what in the world is the spin-off product? Well, for those of you that are old enough, think Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, or Happy Days and Mork and Mindy. Okay. They spun off from the show that was original. So you're spinning off from your original product, your original core product. Now, to give you an example, my first course that I taught was called Article Writing and Article Marketing Secrets, because somebody had stolen article marketing secrets. Damn them. Um, and so in one of the modules, I think it was article writing, article submission, article marketing, and article income. We're talking about '07 here, folks. I've been doing this content income thing for a while. Um, and it's evolved into this. That gives you some points there too. All right. So within the article marketing module, there was one little section about list building. Okay. People went nuts over it. They loved it. They wanted more. Okay. And so from that came my first spinoff, List Building Gold Secrets, because List Building Secrets had already been taken. So it became List Building Gold Secrets. And that was my first spinoff product. Okay. So what is something they've really loved from the core product that they may want more of, right? They're not ready to do, the sequel, but they may want a little bit more. Okay, so they're going to buy more from you. And folks, the prequel, the core, the spinoff all lead to the sequel product, which is usually a higher investment. And I advise making it a recurring product as well. All right. So, spinoff product for the How You Profit show, because we flip content here on the show, usually a piece of content into a product. And now we go even further, a product into a four offer profit system. I thought, all right, what if we created the flipping shop? And I made this up yesterday afternoon. The flipping shop. Because what else could you flip besides a piece of content and besides a product? That's not a rhetorical. You guys got some ideas? Pop them here in the Q&A. Hey, Dave, welcome aboard. Where we are is we're talking about um, prequel products, core products, sequel products, and now we're focused on a spinoff product. And so the flipping shop within what we're talking about today, and listen, don't worry, you don't have to be frantically writing all this down, folks. This this outline, this template is going to be there for you in the show notes. And when this is a replay post on Substack coming out tomorrow or Friday at the latest, it'll all be there for you. All right. So what else could you flip? Could you take a title and make it better? Could you take a call to action and make it better? Could you take what else? An Instagram post, a Facebook post, a TikTok video, and flip it, make it better? Sure. So, what are all the things you could flip within your niche? Because this is certainly a model you can use. Later on in the plans are ways to teach you this and get you involved in it. I'm jumping a little bit ahead of myself. Okay. So what we just did, what I just showed you was that from one tiny article written back in January of 22, and you can see the article at howuprofit.com, my Substack. Hey, Ann back or Ann Bask. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Um, You can see it at howuprofit.com. It's in the upper right-hand section under most popular articles. Now, the date's just a year ago, and I moved it from Medium over here to Substack. Okay. And from that came a lead magnet, a prequel product, the core product that we're doing right now, because you're on the core product. This is the How You Profit show. And then the sequel product, the How You Profit Club, and then the spinoff product, which is the flipping shop. We can flip other things. All right. So wanted to bring you on here today to do something I never seen anybody else do. This is put themselves in their own profit seat, or what some people call hot seats. But yuck, who wants to be in a hot seat? Yuck, it's a profit seat. It's a whole. I mean, what would you rather be in, a hot seat or a profit seat? Come on. Um, and so I decided to be the guest today. Hey, Amanda, so that you can see that I eat my own cooking, that I don't just teach this like a lot of the people out there. Though they just teach you how to do this. I'm doing great, Amanda. Another day in paradise. Hope you are too. And I use it. I use it with my clients. Marlene says she'd rather be in a profit seat yet. Yours will be coming up this summer, I think. Um, and that I use this I teach it, and I also use it in my own business all the time. I just created some new stuff yesterday to show you today that will be, well, it's partially built out and will continue to be built out. And that's another piece. Okay. Now, what if I put, and I do have a whole setup where the How You Profit Club is the core product, right? And then we have some prequel products under that, some sequels, and some spin-offs of that. You can do this around any product. It just doesn't have to be one system. Although I totally, totally recommend do one first. Okay. Put those other ideas up on the shelf. Do one first. Get that going for you. Master that. Make that be multiple streams of income, because this is four streams of income from one idea, right? A prequel, a core, a sequel, and a spinoff. That's where we get the title, a four offer profit system. Okay. And so there you go. There you have it. Now, appreciate you being here as always. And you could have been a lot of places online. You chose to be with us. Now, I want to give you a little preview of coming attractions. Um, just to demonstrate again how well this works. I came across one of my old articles from the newspaper back when I was a counseling psychologist. And sometime tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to pop on and do some stuff from this article. Now, uh, the title of it is How to Avoid Becoming Your Teenager's Enemy. All right. Now, two things I want you to notice when I show you this is that I want you to notice the date of 5/10/95, 5/10/95. That's 30 something years ago, right? And I also want you to notice that, yes, I once had dark hair. Okay. So I want to demonstrate in that uh, when I talk about, get some existing content. Well, what if all I have is old stuff? Got 30-year-old stuff? Bring it. We'll turn it into a four offer product system. Thought about doing that on the tail end of today, but I don't want to make you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. So we'll do this piece by piece. Thank you for being here. A lot of places you could have been. Like I said before, appreciate you being here. Folks, as always, go use this stuff. And before we sign off, if you're thinking, you know what, I want to be in a profit seat, Jeff. Well, you know what? You can be. Here's the link, and this link will be in your show notes too. jeffherring.com/flip. FLIP. jeffherring.com/flip. FLIP. jeffherring.com/flip. And you can read everything more about it, what goes on. Um, you can also go in to howuprofit.com and see how I've done other folks, um, both people that are just starting out and veterans here on Substack too. Uh, choose from the three options to get started, and let's set up your profit seat. As soon as you choose which one and invest, it's going to take you immediately to my calendar and we'll get you in. All right. So, again, folks, go use this stuff. Thanks so much for being here, and we will catch you next time.